Hey guys, it's your girl Drea, and this is the Owletsintuition. If you're new here, hit that subscribe down below and the little bell so you get notified every time that I post. If it resonates, give me a thumbs up, comment down below, and let me know the tea, okay? And I want to say thank you to anyone who has donated, sent any gifts, booked a reading with me, or if you plan on it, thank you in advance. And yeah, thank you for liking and commenting and subscribing and just supporting, you know, and I really hope that my messages help you guys in any way that is possible, you know. But and also I have a reel that you can comment in underneath, and that will enter you in the free reading giveaway, because there was too much going on, so I just had to get creative and do it in my own way. So yeah, that video will be linked. Well, what is it called? A short. I'm so sorry. That short will be linked down below, for real this time. I know I've been saying this for like mad long because I kept thinking that the video was gonna go through and it never did, but here we are. So enter, because why not, you know? Free reading. If it's free, it's for me. But let's talk about what we're talking about today. Why are people intimidated by you? Okay, I don't know what's gonna come out, but whatever it is, it's probably what is amazing about you, because you know, hey, when you're great, you intimidate. Oh no, just kidding. Alright, so we have 4 piles today. Pile number 1, which is the Dream Keeper's Tarot. Pile number 2, which is the Psychic Tarot. Pile number 3, which is the Star Tarot. And pile number 4, which is the Pastel Journey Tarot. You can pick more than one pile if you feel called to. I hope that this message gives you clarity in whatever way that it can. And, you know, there might be bonus messages. Just take what resonates, as always. But, you know, I set the intention that it feels like a personal for y'all, okay? But, yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you on the pile that you picked. Ooh, oh my god. Now one more. Bye. What's going on? Pile number 1. It's your girl, Drea, and this is the Owletsintuition. I highly recommend that you guys cleanse your energy. There's something about you cleansing your energy. I feel like you guys are getting a lot of energy sent to you. I don't know what it is. I'm here popular. So you guys are probably popular, and you know, that means you got a lot of people focused on your energy, some positive, some negative. So just keep cleansing your energy and focusing on staying grounded. 111, okay? And you know, if you catch yourself thinking negative thoughts, please just take a minute to just, you know, use something that you're grateful for to counteract those, or 3 things technically. More thoughts of positivity than negativity, and it's not as easy as it seems, but if you make the effort, I can promise you that it will shift your energy. So let's get into it. Pile number 1. Why are people intimidated by you, right? Well, we're gonna see your current energy to make sure that this is your pile. Let's check it out. Pile number 1. Something has ended in your life, friendship, relationship. I feel like it was shocking to you. Wow, we got magic. Beauty. Oh, this is beautiful energy. Okay, so we have Beauty Way. Got the dragonfly and the lotus fly. You could be seeing those. But like, again, with the lotus fly, you are coming through the mud, and with the dragonfly, it makes me think of ascension. You're connecting to, you know, your spirituality more. The sorcerer. And I feel like, you know, you doubted your abilities in the past, and you're starting to realize, like, nah, I am powerful, I am magical, right? Wow, and wow. Okay, so we have the middle world, 36, 33, 58, which is the tree of life, and thunder, lightning and the thunder. That's funny. Okay, so it seems as though something is manifesting for you in the physical reality that is going to seem as though it's magic, and it's going to come out of nowhere, okay? Because with these bison, this is something very powerful, but also very shocking. Hello, autofocus. Are you not functioning today? Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, it's because of your magic. It's because of you, you know, trusting in your own way. You created your own way, no matter, like, of the toxic. There was a lot of toxicity, a lot of drama, or just a lot of chaos in your life. And it could even be within your inner self as well. Like, you had a lot of negative thoughts, or going through, like, you know, a dark night of the soul kind of vibe. And then I feel like, you know, you started to get grounded, you started to see more signs, and you started to get little bits of magic coming in, and it didn't have to be like miracles, but they were miracles. It's just they were smaller. They were enough for you to start to like shift your energy and you know, start to make choices that were for your highest good, and you know, start to do things to better yourself. And I feel like that's where you're at, is like you're starting to do things to manifest. And you also have boundaries, because this bubble around this tree, I feel like you're focusing on grounding yourself and you know, having boundaries towards anything that is not for your highest and best good. You're really big on discernment right now, and I feel like your eyes are wide open to the magic of the world, but also to the things that could be holding you back or keeping you under the ground, or attached to, like, you know, not attached to things, but like, you know, there were certain things that you kind of were attached to that you felt like if you let go of this, you wouldn't be able to succeed, or you wouldn't be able to move on or live. And now I feel like, you know, you're releasing that, and you're like, you know what, I can let go of these things, because, you know, at the end of the day, maybe they serve their purpose, or at the end of the day, that doesn't, like, you know, dictate my worth. Like, a job does not make me worthy. I am worthy. This job better be feeling blessed to have me, you know what I'm saying? It's like that kind of vibe. But like, obviously, insert whatever it is, whether it's like a friend, family, a relationship, a habit, doesn't matter. But there was something that you're letting go of because it was not for your highest best good. Could be seeing 444, but let's get into it. Why are people intimidated by you, pile 1? You could also be drawn to pile 4. That's what I'm hearing. Interesting. Why are people intimidated by pile 4? Growth on the bottom of the deck. Evolution starts when you leave your comfort zone and get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Yeah, it seems as though you have always been one to change and grow. Self. You're letting yourself out of your own cage. We have security. I thought there was 4 cards. And then we have invitation. Okay. So, the reason why people are intimidated by you is because you have a lot of belief in yourself. I feel like it was never really like this until you got to a certain point where you had to, you know, it's like you hit rock bottom and you had to get yourself out of that, and then you built up your own foundation. You didn't let anybody carry you out, you know, you built your own stairway to your success, okay? Because I feel like you have success, you have security, you have abundance coming in. If you don't already have that, I feel like you took back your energy, you took back your personal power, and you took a lot of space from people who were putting you in this cage, or who didn't, you know, invite calmness and love and hope and fun and adventure into your life. Anything that was against that, you just let go of. And that's why people are intimidated by you, because you're continuing to evolve. You're continuing to better yourself. You don't put yourself in a cage. Even when people try to put you in a cage, you're like, no. I love myself. I know who I am. Okay, you can project your shit onto me, but I know who I am. You can say whatever you need to say, and I'll acknowledge it, but also I'm gonna move past it, because of the fact that, you know, that really has nothing to do with me. That's your perspective, you know. I feel like it took a lot. You're like, you didn't like yourself your whole life. Maybe some of you guys even hated yourself, you know. Relate. When I was younger, I did not like myself, okay, and that caused a lot of depression and anxiety, and you know, it's just not it's not a fun feeling to like not love yourself. It's not, and it takes a lot of work. And I feel like, you know, obviously we're still growing, and, you know, there's always ways and times that we level up and improve. We'll never stop growing. And that's one thing, is like, you don't stop growing. Okay, we have another tree. Okay, you're very grounded. You're very grounded within yourself too. And I feel like you prioritize things that make you happy, and, you know, you don't have time or the energy for things that are not going to make you happy, or things that are not going to serve you. And that's what makes you intimidating, is because you don't invest in things that a lot of people would normally invest in too. I feel like maybe some of you guys, you know, if it's to choose between you know, let's say like going to drink and smoke and party and stuff like that, or to go like to some event, or go travel somewhere, or explore, or do something that's more fun, which I get it, you know, to drink and smoke, it's fun too, you know. I've been there. I thought that, you know, I've done that, but also like it's not fun at the same time. So it depends on where you are in your life, but I do feel like most of you guys would rather, like, you know, do other things and invest your energy into other things. And maybe some of you guys, you know, you've let go of a lot, and that's what makes you intimidating, is because you're not scared to go it alone. You're not scared to be by yourself. And you're not scared to invest into things that, you know, others would not do, you know? The huge. But what else? Let's see. Why are people intimidated by y'all? Pile number 1. Interesting. Why are people intimidated by pile number 1? F is for friends who do stuff together. Q is for you and me. N is for anywhere and anytime at all. But then I'm hearing plankton. F is for fire that burns down the whole town. I feel like people are intimidated by you because you go from 0 to 100 really quickly. Like, you'll be all fun and games, but then when someone like pushes your buttons or like steps a boundary, it's like you don't play with that shit, and you switch up like real quick. You'll be like, whoa, back the fuck up. And I feel like, you know, it's like a bomb went off, and that's what makes people intimidated by you, because, you know, I feel like it's out of nowhere. People think you're like this sweet little, you know, innocent, not child, but like, you know, you might have a childlike playful energy, but like you're not one to be played with, and not everybody knows that right off the bat. You know, you don't project that, but people try to take advantage of you, and then all of a sudden they get put in their place, and that's what makes you intimidating. Okay, let's just be honest. You guys are an encyclopedia. You know hella stuff. You're very smart, you're very wise, and I feel like you have big ass energy. And that's what makes you intimidating, is, you know, you've been through a lot of challenges, and you've overcome everything, and people have seen that. You know, they always thought you were gonna stay down, stay stuck in the mud, but you're like the lotus. You pushed through that mud, okay? And you're beautiful, even with the scars and all. You know, I feel like you guys have, some of y'all actually got physical scars too, but like I feel like, you know, you've been hurt, betrayed, and you have some wounds from your childhood that, you know, could have like reflected into your elder years. You know, obviously it depends on how old you are. You could still be young, but I feel like you guys are wise for your age, because of the fact that, you know, pain is our greatest teacher. Unfortunately, those who are wise have been through the most pain. And you know, I feel like you're straight up too, and that's what intimidates people about you, because you're gonna speak your truth no matter what. And, you know, you try to convey it in a way that's tactful, but like, it's like still sometimes the truth hurts, and some people won't say the truth because they don't want to hurt people's feelings. You know, that's kind of like a form of people pleasing, and you're not really about that life anymore. You know, maybe you were notorious for people pleasing because that's the way you were raised, and now it's like you're like, nah, I'm gonna speak my truth. I'm gonna say what I need to say. Okay, you know. I also do feel as though you guys are very connected to the divine in some way, shape, or form. We have mystic here, so that's a clear, definite of like you guys have psychic abilities whether you're aware of them or not, okay? And I do feel like, you know, a lot of people can see that, because I'm hearing bullshit detector, so you can see through people's bullshit. You can tell when people are lying. You can tell when people are being fake or false, because it literally says altering facts or plagiarizing others' work. You might have some people who copy you too, and that could be intimidating. Some of you guys might have a platform or something like that, or you're really good at something, and some people might try to imitate you. And, you know, that means you're doing something right. And also, you guys might have some haters, and you don't really care, and that's what intimidates you. Intimidates people about you is because, like, regardless of what people say about you, and if they project stuff onto you, I feel like, you know, you let that shit slide off your back. You're like, nah, that shit ain't got nothing to do with me. That's you. That's all you, baby. I don't claim that shit, you know? And I feel like it took you a long time to get there. You know, maybe you really got bullied a lot in your life, and, you know, that's why you have such thick skin, is from all that pain, and that's probably why you had to go through that, because now it's like you're on a bigger scale, and a lot more people see you, you know? And I also feel like people are intimidated by you because you are always creating something new, doing something new. Some of you guys are very protective mothers or fathers as well, but I feel like you're very kind, caring, and compassionate, and people are intimidated by that, because it's like, you know, you're still strong, you're still powerful, and you still have boundaries, and some people don't know how to, you know, still stand firm and, you know, still be kind and compassionate, but also like protect themselves. You know, some people are like assholes and stuff like that, and they think that's protecting themselves, but really it's just kind of making everything worse. But, you know, I've been there, done that, so it is what it is, baby. And there's something about money. We do have prostitute here. Some of you guys have like a siren energy, or just like your eyes are very sensual. And when you look at people, some people might not be able to look into your eyes because you, one, can see into their soul with this mystic energy, but also it's just like you're very attractive, something about your eyes. Your eyes could be very intimidating or just very deep. And some people, you know, even NPCs, I'm hearing NPCs definitely get intimidated by you because you can see they don't have a soul. That is hella random and hella deep. So I don't know. Yeah, I feel like you guys are very deep as well. I feel like you don't have regular conversations. You usually have the type of conversations that are very like more on the mystical and magical side. Some of you guys could be authors or writers or musicians as well. Something about your voice and the way you talk. You could be very eloquent. You could have a large speech, or you're just very, very good at talking, and that really does intimidate a lot of people. So let's get some more. But yeah, something about money. Some of you guys might have money, look like money, you know. Could be very generous as well. Always down to give. Anything else? What makes pile 1 intimidating? Why are people No. Yeah. You got boundaries, baby. Why is pile 1 intimidating? Self-acceptance. Are you kidding me? Like I said, you love yourself, you accept yourself, flaws and all. Like, you know that you're not perfect, but you're not gonna allow like others to bring you down. You've already brought yourself down enough, and then you started to realize, you know what, I'm just gonna accept myself. Again, earth and ground, harmony and resolution. Y'all are not afraid, okay? Because we have like this water and this fire energy right here. It's like you're not afraid to put out the fire, and also it's like you're not afraid of drowning, because I feel like you're comfortable with your emotions, whether they're good or bad and stuff like that. And some people frown that, like, you know, if people get upset, they're like, you shouldn't be, you know, da, da, da. And I get it, you know, sometimes it's better for us to like not say anything, but like I feel like when you feel the need to, you know when you need to stand up for yourself, you know when you need to say no, you know when you need to set a firm boundary, and you know when you need to express yourself emotionally wise, like whether it's love, whether it's anger, whatever it is. I feel like you're very honest and you can't hold yourself back. Your face also might you might have an intimidating face. You might have a RBF, and sometimes, you know, people don't know how to read you, and that's intimidating. And you could also be very silent, very quiet, very observant. And when you're observant, you know, people like, they don't know what you're thinking, so they don't know. They can't like, you know, try to manipulate you because they have no idea how to manipulate you. 555, you could be saying 555, but you're very stable, very grounded, and I feel like you've built a foundation, or you're on the way to building a foundation. You're working towards something that's big, and I feel like that is what intimidates people. By like how you intimidate people is because you have big goals, big dreams, and you've already accomplished a lot, and this is only the beginning. And that's what people see, like a big future for you. People see that you're gonna do big things, and that's what makes you intimidating, is they know that like you gonna make it. We gonna make it. We gonna make it. So let's get some tarot, and then we're gonna close y'all out. Pile number 1. What makes pile number 1 intimidating to people? Dang. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the Sun in reverse. We have the 8 of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands, 2 of Swords, the Devil in reverse, the Magician in reverse, 2 of Wands, 10 of Wands, Page of Swords, High Priestess in reverse, the Emperor, and the 5 of Swords. Well, y'all got a lot. Excuse for the shake. First things first, I feel like, you know, when you see things that are not working out, or see things that are not making you happy, you're gonna, one, either stand up for yourself, or you're gonna leave this behind. You're gonna cut it off. You're quick to cut off people. You're quick to put down the sword. You're not like, if you feel like someone's literally trying to talk shit to you, to trigger you or bring you down to their level, you will not entertain it. And that's what's intimidating. You know, a lot of people get triggered. And yes, I did say you will speak your truth, but I feel like you're very intuitive as to when people are trying to trigger you into certain things. You know, it's like they're trying to control you, manipulate you, okay? Because we literally have the Magician in reverse, which is like manipulation and control. And we have the Emperor, which is like, you know, kind of like a control figure as well. He's not in reverse, but still, like, I feel like also your power. Some of you guys could be business owners or leaders. You have this kind of leadership energy. You take control of things as well. And I feel like that's also another reason why, you know, people are very intimidated by you. You're very decisive, okay? I feel like you're quick with your mind, and you make decisions very easily. Again, you're very observant. You watch people and people get intimidated by that. I feel like, you know, you're big on like eye contact. Some of you guys might not like eye contact, but you will still make it. And when you look at people, I'm telling you, they're like, huh, my soul, ah. But I feel like, you know, if someone tries to fight you, you're not carrying those burdens. You'll dead the situation. You'll just won't talk to them anymore. I feel like, you know, you're not here to really fight. Like, you'll fight for what you believe in, but you're not gonna fight because somebody wants to argue, if that makes sense. You know, you're not gonna waste your time on trivial fights. Like, if somebody cuts you off and they start flicking, or like you say you accidentally cut somebody off and they start projecting onto you because they're pissed off and shit like that, which I get it, you know, sometimes I get mad sometimes when people cut me off, but then I got to the point where I'm just like, you know what, maybe you're in a rush or whatever, it is what it is. But I try to like not like get angry, and I feel like, you know, say someone cuts you cut somebody off and they're like doing all this stuff, and you'll just be like, you'll wave at them, you'll be like, bye bye. I'm sorry I messed up your day, but you didn't have to let this go to get to you that far, or whatever, you know, it depends. But I do feel like, you know, you're quick to cut people off if they are not serving you, if they are toxic, because we do have the Devil in reverse, and I feel like people don't see it coming. People feel like you doubt your intuition, you can't see right through them, and that's what's intimidating, is you pop out of nowhere and you're like, whoa, 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 and you take control of the situation, and you dead things, and you know, you see what's not working and you make plans accordingly, and all of a sudden people think that they're controlling you, playing you, but then all of a sudden they see that you had a backup plan, you knew the whole time. And that's what's intimidating about you, is like, they're like, how did they know? How did they prepare for this? How did they already have a backup plan? How did they overcome all these toxic things? I do feel like also what's intimidating about you is maybe you guys used to suffer from addictions, or like, you know, had like a lot of toxicity in your life, whether it was from yourself or you know, surrounded by toxicity. Regardless, at the end of the day, I do feel like you let go of those situations as well, and that's a very powerful thing, and not everybody can do that. So shout out to you guys. You guys are powerful as hell. Just know that, okay? I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you have an amazing day, night, or whatever, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. What's going on? Pile number 2. It's your girl, Drea, and this is the Theowlsintuition. If you're new here, hit the subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if it resonates. If you want to book a person, the info is in the description. And yeah, check out my latest short. It's linked below if you want to enter the free reading giveaway. We're gonna get your current energy, but I just want to touch upon the fact that like everyone loves you, and that's what like everyone loves you. And when I say everyone loves you, I mean like loves you as a friend, family member, co-worker, just loves your energy. But also a lot of people romantically love you, so you could have a lot of like, you know, secret admirers, or like, you know, a lot of people have crushes on you, and it doesn't matter what sex they are, by the way. And that's intimidating, because like how you got both sexes like low-key obsessed with you. Anyway, let's get your current energy, pile 2. I hope I said pile 2. Okay, pile 2's current energy, please. Okay, we got Jaguar. Wow, no wonder you're freaking intimidating. Did you hear the way I say wow? We got the Staff. We have the Rainmaker. Beautiful. You dance with life, baby, and that's what you're doing. You're starting to dance with life. You're allowing things to not bother you anymore. The lower world. Ooh, you are connecting with the ethers. And I mean your shadow. You're connecting with your shadow, and you're accepting your shadow, okay? I feel like you know, you've built up this foundation that you had to be Mr. or Mrs. Perfect, and, you know, you had to be whatever people told you, and now it's like, nah, you're standing in your own power and you're realizing who you are. And I feel like you're finding harmony and more balance in your life right now. And again, you're dancing with this kind of like flow. You could be seeing 666, 555, and 444, and 1010 as well. I feel like you're definitely closed out a cycle, and I feel like, you know, you closed it out with a fierceness that kind of intimidates people. So it's kind of funny, but I feel like you closing out certain cycles and standing in your power and speaking your truth, because the staff also makes me think of, you know, speaking in your truth, but like you looked at things from a different perspective, because this looks like a giraffe, right? And you was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm not perfect. Yeah, I got darkness, but also like I'm not gonna get stuck in a cycle. I'm gonna be aware. I'm aware of what I need to improve. I'm aware of things that I have to accept about myself. I'm aware of when I need to change. And you know, I'm also not gonna let the negativity block me from dancing with life, from having fun. And that's what you're doing. You're like breaking out of some type of cycle, and you're making big changes, and you're rebalancing yourself. And maybe, you know, you've put too much energy into one thing, but you're definitely reclaiming your power with this Jaguar. Yeah, many paths. It's like you had your focus on one certain path, and now it's like, you know what, I'm gonna change it up. I don't have to be this specific way, like a way that everyone has told me to be, or I don't have to do that. I'm gonna start trusting my intuition and going after what my heart tells me to do, and, you know, not really caring about, like, not how others feel, but like, you know, the judgment of others. As long as I'm not harming anybody, I'm gonna do what I do, baby. Okay? But let's get into it. Why are people intimidated by you? Part 2. Pile 2. Some of you guys can be from my TikTok collective. What's up? But why are people intimidated by ya? Ooh. Okay, we have beauty. I told you, definitely for sure. You guys, some of y'all got some looks. Okay? And we have, I think this is security. Needs. Ooh. Okay. Some of you guys, you know, you're big on vacations, you travel a lot, and that could intimidate people, you know, but I'm feeling that, like, you know, you put yourself first. You're quick to put yourself first. Listen. Ooh. Reassess. That's what you've been doing. In peace. Yes. Okay. So the thing is I feel like, you know, the thing that intimidates people about you is that, you know, you read between the lines. You can see the truth of every situation. You know, someone could be faking like they're happy, but you'll see, you know, you'll be like, hey, are you okay? And that scares them low-key, because they're like, what? How did you even know that something was wrong? But I'm getting that you guys are empaths, or, you know, you're very big on like energy, and you can just feel and see through. Like, you're big, I don't know, you can read the room, you can read energy, and you can read body language very well, and facial expressions, and people can't hide shit from you. People can't hide how they're feeling. People can't hide how they feel about a situation, and people can't hide how they feel about you. And you know, you see certain things, and people do certain things, and then you act accordingly. You know, you have to like be like, all right, I have to reassess the situation. I have to decide, who am I going to be in this situation, or should I still entertain this situation? And if not, like, you know, you let them go. But I feel like a lot of people also listen to you and take your advice and think very highly of you, and that's what also intimidates people about you. Your mindset, the way you think, and your intelligence, and just your wisdom, you know. But also, it's like, you don't perform, okay? You don't mask. With this mask, like, you don't mask your feelings. Some of you guys, you know, you always look like upset, or you could be feeling like happy as hell, but your face will just be like a RBF. You could have came from pound 1 too, but like, at the end of the day, you're not going to mask how you feel. If you're upset, your face is going to show it. If you're confused, your face is going to show it. And I feel like, you know, that intimidates people, because one, like, that's probably why, is like, you're just not a liar. You're just who you are. Like, you don't fake the funk, and, you know, that intimidates people, is your authenticity, how real you are, how you're not trying to be about the drama too. If people start gossiping and stuff like that, I'm getting like, you know, you're quick to walk away. if people start talking about negative shit or shit that you're just uninterested in, you're not gonna, like, you're not here for small talk. You're not here for, you know, the little things. You're here to talk about deep situations. You're here to, you know, get the most out of life and not just get by, you know? But, I feel like you have this kind of regal energy. You're very, like, highly favored. A lot of people, you know, you could get, favoritism and stuff like that. People treat you really good, and it could have to do with your looks for some of you, or just like this energy that you have. But I feel like a lot of people will do things that they wouldn't do for others. Like, you probably get away with a lot of things, like, because I'm thinking about, like, you know, I was always late, okay, but I never, like, got fired from a job or anything like that. Like, they just didn't care. Like, they cared, but I don't know, they just knew that I was not gonna stop being late. Like, I would stop being late for like 2 days, and then it would start happening again. And I think they just accepted it because, like, I don't know, I'm a hard worker and stuff, and they just let me slide. But I'm getting that kind of energy. Like, you do what you want. You do whatever you want when you want, and you love to do what makes you happy. And that's what makes people intimidated, is like, you know, you do, like I said, you do what you need. And I feel like, you know, yeah, that's what I'm getting. And you heal people. You help people heal. You help people to transform their mindsets. You might assist with awakening people, or, like, you know, shifting them to a more positive, like, attitude. And, you know, that intimidates people, because a lot of people would rather, you know, either have people be stuck in the dumps, or, like, you know, misery loves company. But you're not like that. You're gonna uplift people. You're gonna help people to become more happy, and all that good stuff. Let's see, what else makes you intimidating. Pile 2. Pile 2. Why is Pile 2 intimidating? Okay. Oh, you're a risk taker. We have victim. Yes. I feel like you just don't. You do not allow... One, you don't allow others to victimize you. But you also don't allow others to play victim. You hold people accountable, and that's intimidating. It's like, you know, people come to you for, like, you know, they come to you thinking that you're gonna be like no matter what, like, you're right and the other person's wrong. But I feel like you're very fair and very balanced, and you're gonna tell people when they're fucking up, or when they're being a victim, or when they need to, like, yo, like, this is not just them, this is you too. Like, you'll tell people the truth of the situation, and you won't allow people to be in a victim mentality. Okay? You also have big boundaries, and I feel like that is also a thing that really does intimidate people. You're a risk taker, okay? You do what needs to be done, and you follow your intuition. You'll take leaps of faith, and people feel like you're reckless sometimes, but it's like, you know, they're intimidated by that, because no matter what, like, they couldn't do it, but you did it, and you made a success out of it. You won, okay? We have teacher here as well. Like I said, communicate knowledge, experience, you're skilled, your wisdom, whatever your talents are. I'm getting some of you guys have talents, or something that you create, or something that you created with this globe. It could be something worldwide. You guys might be my influencers, or, like, have a following of some sort. It doesn't have to be big, you know. It could even be like 1,000 people, and that still is intimidating to people, because, like, you know, you have followers, you have influence, you know, you're helping people. And I also feel like you stand up for the people who are getting abused or manipulated. You're the person who will tell people. Again, like, you're not gonna allow people to bully people, or people to play victim, especially, like, maybe narcissists. You could have, like, dealt with narcissistic relationships, and now you're big against that. And I feel like, you know, you've conquered a lot. You've conquered your fears, and that's what's intimidating. Is like, you know, you take risks, and you do things that, you know, even if you're scared, even if you have to go it alone, even if no one believes in you, you're gonna do it. And then, you know, you become successful, but people doubt that, and then all of a sudden they see that you made it. I guess student, yeah, you're a student for life. Like, you're a teacher, but you're also a student. It's like, you just know that you don't know everything, and you're not cocky, and that's intimidating, because, you know, people feel like you have the right to be. People feel like, you know, people might project onto you and make it seem like you're cocky, but you're very humble. You're like, whoa, I don't know everything. chill out. But I'm gonna speak my truth and say what I need to say if I do know. And I do know right from wrong, you know? But I feel like you guys are lone wolves, and that's intimidating. Like, you're okay with being by yourself. You'll do things by yourself. So you go to the movies by yourself. You know, you might sit on the park bench, read a book by yourself, go see the sunset by yourself, take walks by yourself. You ride by yourself. You don't need people to be around you. And I feel like, you know, helping others in need with no expectation as well. It's like, you'll help people, you're very selfless, and you know, you don't need like this kind of like, you scratch my back, I scratch your back mentality. That's not what you're really about. It's like, you'll do things just because, you know, you feel like that goodness, you know, it feels good to help people. Too, you could be saying. But I feel like, you know, you've been in survival mode, and I feel like you're coming out of that, and you're very independent, and your independence is very intimidating to people. Okay, a lot of people might try to imitate you as well, and they can't succeed because their fear controls them, and that's intimidating because they try to do what you do, and they just can't, and they're like, how the hell did this person do it? How did they do it? How did they do that? That's funny. Beautiful. You have a very abundant energy. Okay, what else can we get for my pal twos? What makes them intimidating? Pal two? Yeah, willpower. Solar plexus energy. Your solar plexus is lit up. We have Thoth, light codes, light initiation, great teacher awakening, told you, divine magic. Y'all are my peeps who had hella past lives, connected to Egypt, connected to the divine, connected to your team. You have big ancestors, a big team that protects you, and you know, I feel like a lot of people do get hit hard when they play you, okay? Some people think you do magic on them. Divine magic. Some people legit are intimidated, and some of you actually do magic, but you know, whether you do it for light or dark, it doesn't matter. People know that you're open about it, okay? And this violet flame, you transmute everything. You transmute your own negativity, you transmute the negativity of others. I feel like you guys could be big on, like, you know, when people send you negativity, you take that power, you clear and transmute it, and you turn it into whatever you want. And that's a big thing, you know? That really does help, especially if you guys are in the public eye, because I did get that you guys could be influencers and stuff like that. I feel like you turn all that negativity into something positive. Dropping shields. Dropping shields. You get people to open up. You get people, because we have divine love, your heart is healed. You get people to open up. You might even get people to start talking and start crying and getting really emotional, and that is intimidating because they haven't talked about things that they needed to talk about for years, and all of a sudden they have a conversation with you or some random person, or it could be a friend or family member, but it doesn't matter. But you get them thinking, and you get them emotional, you get them in their heart center, you make people start to feel again. You know, and that might not feel good to people sometimes because, you know, they've been trying to numb the pain, but like, I feel like you push through that, and you make people change and transform. You have this inner fire, this inner light, this inner beauty, and you're always like, I feel like even if you're not happy, you still like, you won't like go around people again because you're the lone wolf. You won't go around people unless you're happy, unless, you know, you're good to go. You don't want to bring anybody down in your ish, okay? You don't look to like, again, because we had the victim, right? It's like, you're not going to play victim. You dug yourself in a hole, you're going to dig yourself out. But with this violet flame karmic release, like, you've probably have had karmic relationships, karmic friends, or just a lot of karmic situations in your life. Could be from past lives as well, okay? But I feel like, you know, you've overcome that situation. Like the phoenix, you burned up and you were reborn, okay? You're definitely very different. Getting Scorpio vibes because we have this radical transformation, and you're always changing and growing, and that's what's intimidating, is that you never stay the same. You're always changing, you're always becoming better, you're always becoming more confident. Solar light upgrade, you're always upgrading and becoming the best you that you can be, and you're always teaching people how to be better by being yourself, and that intimidates people because I feel like a lot of people might talk about you and be like, yo, Pal 2 helped me with this, or Pal 2 gave me this advice and it was great, or yo, did you see what Pal 2's doing? And that might intimidate people because it feels a lot of people talk about you. And that's intimidating, is like, you know, for you to be in the spotlight, some people might be like, damn, what about me? You know? And that's intimidating. But yeah, you have like your heart center might be wide open, and your solar plexus as well, plus your intuition, your third eye, and your throat. You're very aligned. Let's say you guys might do energy work or Reiki, chi healing. You might do things like yoga, qigong, tai chi. You know, I feel like you have some type of grounding practice as well that might just get you really, you know, grounded, centered, and aligned. You could meditate a lot, or just really have a solid daily routine. Could be very disciplined, and that's what intimidates people, is like, you know, you out here like, you know, working out or meditating or reading books or honing in on your craft and stuff like that and trying to better yourself. And you know, some people don't do that. Some people stay the same, and I was one of those people until I started to realize, well, I got pushed into my spiritual awakening. Okay. So we have temptation, which is the devil. We have material spirituality. Material and spiritual prosperity, excuse me. We have love begins. I told you, everybody loves you. Can't make this shit up. 8 of Cups. And yep, there it is. Passion ignited. Wow. Alright, with this devil and the passion ignited, a lot of people have sexual fantasies about you, and that's intimidating because, like, let's say, like, whether you're a female or male, say you got a group of people and they all find you attractive, or not all of them, but like there's gonna be somebody in every group that finds you attractive, and somebody brings it up and then everyone starts talking about it. Like, oh yeah, I love Pal 2 so much, and I feel like Pal 2's so giving, and you know, Pal 2 was looking real scrumdiddlyumptious today, or Pal 2 was looking super beautiful, or did you see the confidence in Pal 2? There's big emphasis on that. But again, there's something about your heart center and you're magical, but you have big boundaries. You will walk away, and I feel like you'll take that time and peace, you know. And people could see you. Like, say you go to the beach and you sit on the beach by yourself. Some people will be intimidated by that, you know? Like, this person has a lot of either shit going on in their life, or this person has a lot of confidence to be out here by themselves. Because, you know, people feel like they need, you know, I got strength in numbers, all that good stuff, which I understand, but we're not in a war here, okay? Chill out. You could be in a war with yourself, but I'm not in a war. I stand firm by myself. What's this temptation about? Some of you guys, you're very aesthetically pleasing, or you could like, I feel like, you know, if you do parties and stuff like that, or like, you know, if you put like your all into things, like you're very creative, and I feel like, you know, you're talented, you're hardworking, and that's intimidating, okay? And with this right here, this temptation, and then the 5 of Pentacles, financial and material changes, I feel like, one, some of you guys could be abundant, or you came from, like, you know, a lack, and then you came and now you're abundant. But I do feel like, you know, with this temptation, I feel like people feel left out and people feel obsessed. And people talk about that. Like, you left people behind, people who love you, and they still talk you up. They still give you compliments. They still say how generous you are and stuff like that. Some people talk negative about you, but regardless, at the end of the day, they still got your name in their mouth. And that's intimidating because you're obsessed. Like, people are obsessed with you. And that's intimidating to see. Like, and even if they're talking negative, they're like, yo, why does this person keep bringing up Pal 2 all the time? Like, they're definitely obsessed. They're in love, or they like this love-hate relationship, and people get sick of them. They're like, damn, bro, like, why can you stop talking about Pal 2? Okay? But also, you have this sexual essence to you. Okay? Some people are definitely sexually aroused, like I said. What's this 6 of Pentacles? Why are people intimidated by you? Yeah, I feel like you guys could have like anybody you want. And that's intimidating. Especially like people who want to pursue you, you know? Then we got the sacral chakra coming through. Ooh, okay. Some of y'all are pleasers in the bed. This is obviously for those who like knew you, or like knew you on that level. You got the Empress out here. You guys are very abundant, very caring, very giving, but also very beautiful or handsome. And you have this like beautiful heart center energy, but I feel like people fall in love with you very quickly, and that's intimidating, you know. People don't understand, like, why do I love this person? You might have a lot of people who really love you, or are like legit in love with you and low-key obsessed with you, and they have not said anything yet because they feel like, one, they lack, or they just don't feel confident enough. But I feel like, you know, you guys are very generous or giving in the bedroom, and that's intimidating, you know. You might like to take control, or you're just really good at what you do in the bed, whatever it is, doesn't matter like what side, take it as it resonates. But you know, there's something about that, like, you know, people feel like, damn, like I even if they haven't, they feel like you would, like, you look like you would be good, and they feel like, damn, I don't know if I would be able to handle that, or be able to, like, you know, please this person, or whatever it is. What's this love begins? Y'all must be like, what are you, models or some shit? Like, damn, you got like a sexy body. Oh. Okay. We have transformation, which is the death card, and triumphant success. So the truth of the matter is people find it intimidating that, one, they want to like leave their relationships to choose you. Two, that they're in love with you in some way, shape, or form. Very obsessive again. And you know, I feel like you're very honest, and you talk about what you love, and you make people want to go after their dreams. You make people want to change. You make people want to become better, and that's intimidating because, like, nobody has, like, it's like you have this power over people. You're very influential, and that's what makes you intimidating. I feel like I'm reiterating what I said. We have 888. You could be seeing 888 because I did see the strength card as well, and that's another 8 for me. Okay, so again, it's you will walk away and go towards things that are better. It's like, you, no matter what, if there's something negative going on around you, if it's not bringing you love, clarity, happiness, or lighting you up in any way, shape, or form, if it's not for your highest and best good, if it's not making you happy or filling your cup up, you're like, bye, bitch, bye, you know. And even if you have to grieve and process and stuff like that, you'll be sad for a second, or you might be down and out in finances or going through some hardships. No matter what, you always move forward. You don't let it take from you. You're like, you know what, brighter days are ahead. Yeah, I had a bad day today. And that's intimidating because not everybody has that mindset. Not everybody lets their trauma and like lets it go. You know? What's this passion ignited? Oh, I just saw the Empress flash real quick. And we have movement, choices, and decisions. I feel like you have a lot of options in life. You can do anything. Bottom of the deck is prosperity begins, which is the Ace of Pentacles. You might get a lot of gifts, get a lot of opportunities. You're just really good at everything you do. You're always moving, growing, becoming better, and that's intimidating because I feel like you never stop changing, you never stop transforming. You're always successful in everything that you do, and people are like, this person is too good to be true. This person is perfection. And you know, they put you on a pedestal, and that's intimidating because at the end of the day, like, they can be just as good as you. They just have to put in the effort. And you know, make those positive choices and decisions and do the moves necessary that you have been doing. And yeah, like, this didn't happen to you overnight, but also this has to do with your self-love and self-worth because you know what you're worth, baby. But yeah, you guys are big ass energy. Let me just say that. I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope that this helped, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. What's going on, pile number 3? It's your girl, Drea. And this is the Theowlsintuition. If you're new here, hit that subscribe down below and the bell so you get notified. Give me a thumbs up if it resonates, and comment. Let me know the tea, baby. We're talking about why are people intimidated by you. We're gonna get your current energy, okay? But I feel like you're very resilient. You're a go-getter. You get shit done, okay? When people need something, they go to you. You're this boss-ass energy. Cause I'm a boss-ass bitch. So that's interesting. So you're definitely, you know, this kind of big energy too. Okay, but let's see. What is your current energy? I said current, and then we have flow, so I feel like you're surrendering. Oh, we have sweat, the sweat lodge. Okay, you're definitely in hermit mode. Could be confined, just keeping to yourself, okay, making moves. But I do feel like, you know, there is some type of acceptance of, you know, because we have this coyote, but it looked like a fox to me at first, and I feel like, you know, there's some type of energy that you might be aware of, your intuition is telling you, and you're releasing it, you're allowing it to flow. But I also do feel like some of you guys could be working with water, whether you've made moon water, you're infusing your water with love, or speaking kindly to your water, using your water to manifest, or spiritual baths, showers, foot soaks and stuff like that. You're doing more of that and cleansing and clearing your energy. But I do feel like you're tapping into this type of magic. And also, because this looks like a crown, I do feel like you're stepping into your like king queen energy, divine feminine, divine masculine energy. But your intuition is very on point right now, and I feel like you're taking the necessary steps that you feel guided to do. And I feel like your intuition is telling you like you're right, keep doing what you're doing. And also that you guys could be working out more as well. I feel like you guys are trying to improve your body. And yeah, you're definitely like a lone wolf right now. You're like kind of trying to like focus on yourself and just like figure out what your flow is, figure out what you really want out of life. And now you're taking the time to go into hermit, or into like your own energy, and take action towards what it is that you want, or what you're trying to build up. Okay, but let's get into it. I see abundance flashing. You guys could have money. What makes pile 3 intimidating? Why are people intimidated by pile 3? Okay. We have kindness. Ooh, kill them with kindness, baby. Yeah, you're so kind, compassionate, and caring. And not a lot of people are like that. So we have change course. We have mind. Move, which this intertwines perfectly, and pamper. Okay, some of you guys are very big on self-love, self-care. You pamper yourself. You the kind of people who like treat yourself, okay? You treat yourself. And I feel like no matter what's going on around you, you always have peace. Because look at her. She's chilling. There's like rain all around her. It's not touching her. She got her flowers blooming. You focus on watering your own plants. Okay? I feel like maybe you gave yourself or gave your energy away to a lot of people. And then you got to the point where you had to like, step by yourself. You had to make the changes, You were like, okay, which key am I going to choose to open this door? Which key is going to help me to move towards something that's going to bring me peace and make me feel pampered and make me feel loved, okay? Again, we have a bathtub right here too. Like, what the heck? There's a big emphasis on water. So some of you guys could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know what that was. Ooh, with the owl. Yeah, y'all are intuitive as hell, but you have this type of mindset where your peace is your priority. You focus on what makes you happy. You focus on like, what makes you feel good. Some of you guys could have pets, and you could literally be like a cat mom, cat dad, or dog or dog mom, even plant mom or plant dad. You guys could be single for some of you guys, or recently single. You don't have to be single. Obviously, you could be in a relationship, but I feel like, the thing, if you are in a relationship, is like you're comfortable with like your own being yourself. You don't, you communicate health. It's like a healthy relationship. It's not codependent, and that's intimidating because a lot of people are very dependent on their partner and stuff like that. If their partner is not happy, or if their relationship is going to trash, it's going to reflect into their life. But I feel like you don't allow that to happen. It's like you're good with being by yourself and independent as well. But that's why a majority of you, I do feel like you guys are single. And I feel like, you're okay with being single. You don't get jealous of others when they're in a relationship and stuff like that. And that's intimidating because a lot of people, they're like, I wish I had somebody. And I get it, sometimes you get lonely. But I feel like, you find things that make you happy, and you find a way to find peace and to improve yourself, okay? I feel like you're very connected with Mother Nature. Y'all are down with the get down to, go hiking or exploring. Maybe you love animals, or animals really love you, and that's intimidating as well. Like, you could be very good with animals, but I feel like you're big on self-love, self-care, and you're always peaceful. You don't care what's going on around you. You don't try to allow the the turmoil and the rubbish around you to mess up your flow. You close the door on anyone or anything that is going to cause you to feel ungood or cause you to feel unhappy. Again, you kill them with kindness. You'll be like, hey, you know, it's no hate, you know, I just can't chill with you no more. It is what it is, you know. But you're also very kind to yourself. You might buy a lot of things or do a lot of things that really make you happy for yourself, you know. Hold on one second. Yeah, so I also feel like you're not a pick-me guy or gal. You're not the type of person, like if you don't get invited to something or if people are trying to mess with you in some way, shape, or form, like you'll act accordingly. You're not gonna allow that shit to bother you. You really won't. You're unbothered, nonchalant, unfazed. Because you know you have choices, you know you have options. If somebody don't know how to treat you, you'll find somebody who will. Okay. I fuck with it. But let's get some more. Pile 3. Why are people intimidated by you? Look at that. Wow. Child eternal. Yeah, I feel like, you know, you never lost your childlike energy. You never let it, you know, you never let it leave. You're still playful, you're still kind, compassionate, but also wise, very, very, like, very good at advice. And that's kind of intimidating because people are like, how do you know all this? Okay, how do you know what you know? How are you such a boss? Okay, we have regal feminine energy. You don't have to be a feminine, okay? But like you protect others. You're the protector. You also, you know, support people. You know, some people, they feel like they can't support people. Like, you know, because it's like, you know, when you're at your hometown, the people from your hometown won't support you, but like the people who don't even know you halfway across the country will support you more than the people around you. And that's because of the fact that, you know, they've known you and they've seen you be who you were not anymore. You know, they've seen you before you became that queen and king energy, so they only can see that. Like someone who knew you from childhood, they will never look at you. Some people will, you know, but some people can't accept that because they see like, we were both at the same level, and all of a sudden now you're up here, now you're the queen, now you're the king. Like, what the heck is this? Who said that you could be better than me? And that triggers a lot of people, and that's why people are intimidated by you. But again, you're very big on protecting your energy. And you don't allow people to demand anything of you or try to control you and abuse their authority. You know, people who try to, you know, run game on you or try to intimidate you, they get intimidated themselves because you don't stand down. You're not one to stand down from a fight. Yes, you're kind. Yes, you're childlike. Yes, you know, you have this beautiful... All right, let's get some more. I recorded and then I looked up and I wasn't recording. So we're going to move on, you know? But let's see. Wow, we have heavy Leo. Your confidence. Confidence is key to your success. So you guys are very confident. Your hard work is paying off. Again, you're hard workers, and nothing will come of this situation. And don't let pride get in your way. Ooh, you call out the people who are prideful. Okay, but also there's this thing about, like, you know, you guys, like, I feel like you're very lucky. I'm a lucky girl. Everything works out for you. Okay, I was getting that. And I feel like no matter what, like how things look, you're always going to outshine, outdo, and just do your best. Like, and it's not about doing better than other people. It's about like being better than who you were yesterday. But I also feel like you guys could be a little stubborn and could be stuck in your ways. Okay, could have like a certain thing or certain routines that you do that you will not change. You're like, no. And that could be a little prideful of you. You know, you could like get a little prideful, or, you know, you're like, I'm taking this to the grave, like that kind of shit. But there was also this thing about, like, you know, you're always down to expand, grow. Some of you guys like travel by yourself, but you try new things. And also I was getting that, like, if you're say you're at a restaurant and something's wrong, like, you know, you're not the person who's gonna like eat it and be like, you know what, it's all right, I'm gonna eat it anyway. You're gonna be like, excuse me, this is not what I wanted. Or if like, you know, you're that boyfriend or girlfriend, you're like, this is not what they wanted, like you'll do it for someone else too. But I feel like, you know, you work really hard and you've come a long way, and that's why you have this confidence. And some people think you're prideful, but it's like, no, you were not always like that, you know? But also, like, again, you know, when there's certain things that you know, like, are a waste of time, you're not gonna give people, like, the benefit of the doubt. You're, like, again, set in your ways, you know, like, you've experienced certain things and you can pick up on red flags, and you're not going to waste your time entertaining a red flag, you know, whatever that is. It doesn't have to be like a relationship, but like there's certain things, you know, it could even be like jobs or whatever, or like, you know, people play, it doesn't matter what it is. You're not if it's, you know, nothing good is going to come, you're not going to do it. It doesn't matter who's, oh, please, pretty, please do this. You're going to be like, no. 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 But yeah, you're very, very confident in regards to who you are, and you know, you're not afraid to put in the work. You're not afraid to put in the work to build up the momentum to succeed in whatever it is that you're trying to succeed in. You know, you have options, but I feel like you're very focused on building one up so that you can, you know, allow that one to build up on others. But again, you guys are very lucky, and it seems like you always get what you want whenever you want. And that's intimidating because, like, you have, like, everything that you want, and people are like, all right, what do I give this person? Because it seems like they got everything they need. What can I provide? But it's like, you know, you're not really looking for that, okay? You're looking for somebody who's going to treat you fairly and, you know, deeper connections than just like what people can provide for you material-wise, because you can provide for yourself. I mean, you're not one to say no to gifts, don't get me wrong, but it's like you don't need somebody to like do it for you, but you appreciate it. And I feel like a lot of people do give you gifts or want to give you things, and that is also intimidating, is the fact that a lot of people love you and support you and want to give to you. You know, but I feel like you built up a really good amount of karma, and that's the universe's way of paying you back for all that you've done. You know, you put in a lot of hard work and helped a lot of people, so the universe helps you through others. So you might get a lot of gifts or a lot of favors, or things just kind of work out for you. You have a lot of luck, and that's because of that. But let's see what else. Why are people intimidated by you? Pile 3. Why are people so intimidated by pile 3? Indoors. You know, that SpongeBob episode when he's singing about indoors. So you guys could be hermits. You could be big on, like, again, being yourself and by yourself and stuff like that. A lone wolf as well. Jesus. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the sun. Yeah, Leo energy. You shine bright, baby. You can't help but shine. Okay? And the thing is, I feel like, you know, you shine no matter what. And not everyone can shine by being themselves. Okay? And you have a lot of options, a lot of choices. Alright. Alright, so we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Hierophant in reverse. We have the Eight of Pentacles, Six of Wands in reverse. We have the Seven of Cups and the Chariot in reverse. We have the Seven of Swords and the Magician. And then we have the Queen of Swords and the Nine of Wands. Alright. People cannot bully you into doing their bidding. People cannot manipulate you. People cannot force you. Again, you're very stuck in your ways. If you don't want to do something, you're not going to do it. You are not going to do it. Like, it doesn't matter who asks you or what they say or what they'll say that they'll give you. If you don't want to do it, you're not going to do it. You're big on no, like I already said. But I feel like, again, you're very lucky and you're very unique. Everything works out for you because you stand in your true power. You stand in your true essence. You allow your inner child to bleed through, but it's also you're very balanced, very kind, very confident, a go-getter, hard worker. And you don't do it like because of like, I feel like that's just how you are, okay? I don't feel like, you know, you have some type of agenda. I don't feel like you try to manipulate people, but I feel like you could. And that's what's intimidating, is people know that they would do anything for you, but the thing is, it's not reciprocated. Like, they feel like you can control them, but they can't control you. So that's intimidating to people, because it's like, I'll do anything for this person, but if they don't want to do something, they're not going to do it, you know. That's very interesting. But I also feel like, you know, you've left a lot of things in your life, a lot of things that didn't work out for you, a lot of people who were stuck in their ego, a lot of people who tried to dim your light. You let them go. And I feel like, you know, that really intimidates people, because, you know, maybe you've left jobs in the past, you've left situations that people would kill for, you know, you've turned down situations that, like, people really want, and you had no problem doing it. I also feel like, you know, you have a lot of options, and you don't take action towards all of your options. You have a lot of dreams, goals, aspirations, and, you know, you take action towards the ones that light you up, that make you happy. You're not going to take action just because it's going to make you money. I feel like, you know, the money's going to work out for you. I'm getting, again, like, you guys have, you know, built up a stable repertoire, I guess you can say. Like, you got money, you're good. You're not going to do things to get money. You know, money isn't, like, the most important thing. You prioritize your health, your happiness, and all that stuff more than money. You know you need money to, like, do what you need to do, but also you understand, like, the laws of the universe. I feel like you're very connected with that. But again, people who are dishonest and, you know, negative towards you or manipulative towards you, you have your boundaries up towards them, and they can't control you, they can't phase you, and, you know, that makes a lot of people intimidated by you, because, you know, normally they can finesse anybody or get anybody to do anything that they want, and, you know, they can flex or dim people's lights, or, like, you know, try to roast them. And I feel like, you know, even if people try to make fun of you, it is what it is, and I feel like you call it out, or you'll be like, are you okay? You know, you might do one of those psychological things. So maybe you do manipulate people, because, you know, you can see the underlying agenda of others. You can see through why the people are saying what they're saying or doing what they're doing. Like, you can see when people have ill intent towards you and are trying to, like, you know, get a rise out of you or make you feel smaller than you really are. Because, again, every time I see this card, you know, we got this stag over here, but they want you to, oh, flip. They want you to look like this little deer right here. They don't want you to think that you're this powerful. And a lot of people might try to dim your light. And now I feel like, you know, you don't allow that. You got boundaries up towards people, and, you know, you continue to shine. And I feel like it's effortless. A lot of people are intimidated by you because you have this effortless shine. You don't have to work hard to shine. You don't have to work hard to get people to like you. You don't have to work hard to get success. Success just comes to you. You're very lucky, again, very fortunate, and all you have to do is be yourself and speak your truth. And I feel like that intimidates people, because a lot of people around you might, even people who don't know you, they have masks on, and, you know, you make them see, like, damn, I'm being fake as hell, for real. And you could get a lot of opportunities and gifts, like I said. But I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing day, night, or whatever, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. What's going on, pal number 4? It's your girl Drea, and this is the Owletsintuition. If you're new here, hit that subscribe and the little bell so you get notified every time that I post. Free reading giveaway. There's a short that I linked down below if you want to enter that, you know. And if you want to book a personal, the info is in my description box. And if this resonates, comment down below and let me know the tea, or give me a thumbs up, okay? Here for it. First, we're going to get your energy, your current energy, and see what's good, see if this is your pal, and then you can continue to watch and see why are people intimidated by you, pal 4. So let's get it and let's go. Current energy, pal 4. Some of you guys could have came from another pile. We have Luminous Warrior. Wow, you're a light worker. You're a light worker. We have Taming the Winds. So you could be seeing 555. Definitely seeing 555 and 999 and 333. Oh, okay. You've been doing a lot of inner work, okay? You've been trying to expand, grow, accept your light, connect to God, source, yourself. Go with more of a flow, but also I feel like you've been fighting a battle, not even just internally, but your exterior too. There could be a lot of delays, a lot of pushback, and I feel like, you know, you have to go within to kind of like assess and just like come back and kind of like figure out like what was causing these things to happen. You know, you did a lot of inner work, and you know, you started to trust your intuition, and now you're starting to change the way that you present yourself to the world. I feel like you guys might be seeing a lot of birds as well, but also you could be receiving communication in regards to something that is going to calm your life down or help you out and help you to come out of this hermit mode that you put yourself in because of this battle that's been going on within you and around you. And I feel like, you know, you're finally starting to see things more clearly and becoming less anxious, or, you know, becoming more present, you know. And I feel like some of you guys could be like spending more time in nature, connecting with animals, or just seeing the magic of the world and seeing how divine you truly are, and seeing how much of an impact you have already made in this life and the people that you've impacted, you know. But I feel like you're definitely going into a new flow, and you could be very connected to water or be a water sign. So let's tap into it. Why are people intimidated by you, pile 4? Pile number 4. Why are people intimidated by pile number 4? Jesus. Everything. Everything about you is intimidating. So, bottom of the deck is self. Ooh. So you guys are patient. Patient with yourself. You allow yourself to make mistakes, and you own up to it easily and effortlessly. We have security. We have time. We have space. We have power. And we have possibility. All things are possible for you. You have a growth mindset, okay? You're big on growth, and you focus on what's good. You focus on what you want. You own your power. Okay? You own your power. You know you're powerful. You know that, you know, quality is better than quantity for you. You might be very selective, very exclusive, and that's what makes you intimidating. Is like you don't just let anybody into your energy. You don't just give anybody your attention. And I feel like, you know, 444, some people like really try to trigger you because, you know, that's the only way that they could get your attention or get, you know, a conversation out of you, and you still will ignore them. And that really does intimidate people, because they're like, wow, I'm trying everything to push this person's button or like manipulate or intimidate this person, and they are just unfazed. But also I feel like saying no is easy for you. Okay, you've built up a life that, you know, you're proud of. You removed a lot of toxicity, and yes, you're still doing that, but I feel like, you know, you've removed a lot, and you've given yourself your own space. You're good with being by yourself now. Maybe before you needed people around you. You could have been very codependent, and you're starting to deal with that and work through that. And that's what's very intimidating, because a lot of people are very dependent upon others in order to feel like they've made it, or to feel supported or guided. But it's like, you can do it all on your own, all by yourself. You can handle it by yourself. You know, you don't need anybody else to give you things or provide for you, because you provide your own time, space, energy, and security. You love yourself enough, and you put yourself on a pedestal. You don't need somebody else to do it for you, you know? But yeah, I do feel like the abundance for you is energy, is time, you know, and like you don't prioritize money, but you still have a lot of it, but you're very generous. And that's what's very intimidating, because it's like you could have a lot of money and people know that you have a lot of money, and you still could be like, you know, into like things that are cheaper, or like, you know, you just don't need to spend a lot of money. You're not the type of person who's gonna buy a big ass chain and stuff like that. And some people feel the need to buy big things or flash, because you know how like billionaires and millionaires, they literally wear like t-shirts and jeans, and they'll have like billions of dollars. But then like people who don't have as much money as them will be like trying to be all flashy and stuff like that. It's like, you're not the type to be flashy. You don't need to be flashy, and you still look good. Like, you buy things because you like it, or like it serves a purpose in your life in some way, shape, or form. But you're not gonna buy it because you want attention from people. You're not going to get, like, you're not trying to get attention from people. Hold on one second. Okay. Yeah, I feel like, you know, you bless a lot of people with your energy and you give a lot to people, and, you know, you don't really take from others. You don't need help from anybody, or you don't really ask for help, and that's intimidating to people because, you know, a lot of people are like, damn. Again, I think that's what I said for you guys already, but like, what do you need me for? You know, like, this person got everything that they need. You know, they love themselves. They got, you know, everything going for them. What do they need me for? So people are intimidated by that. We have the Midas coming through. Let's see. Why are people intimidated by you? Pop 4. Holy crap. Child Divine. Hermit. And the Exorcist. Okay. We have Rebel. Rebel with a cause. You a rebel with a cause. Okay. You don't... Okay, I feel like some of you guys, you know, you just don't really like people telling you what to do. You're not down with that, okay? And I feel like some of you guys, even if you know it's going to serve you, you might just, like, you know, you have to battle yourself and battle your ego and be like, okay, it's okay. You can listen to this person. They're trying to help you. It's not like, you know, maybe you... There's this thing about, like, you just don't like control. Some of you guys could be Aquariuses as well. But I feel like, you know, you're the type of person who, you know, you don't really... You don't like systems. You don't like things to... You like things to be free-flowing, okay? It says freeing yourself and others from destructive impulses. I feel like you also call out things and you rebel against things that are not for the highest good. You guys could be into conspiracy theories, which are actually theories, you know, but they say it's conspiracy theory, you know why. But let me not dive into that too much. But I feel like, you know, things like the government or stuff like that, like if you see injustices or see wrongdoing in any type of, like, something, institutions, okay, like schools and you know, hospitals, or like anything, anywhere that has leadership or like hierarchy or like, you know, levels, you'll call people out if they're trying to take advantage of people or if they're doing things that are not right, because you're very pure, you're very innocent, but you have this kind of connection to the divine, and you're not scared to step outside of that purity, outside of that childlike, you know, essence that you really are. And, you know, some people feel like, you know, you exercise, like exorcists, right? They banish the demons, and you do that for every place that you go. You cause things to change, and, you know, that intimidates people. Like, you're the type of person is that, like, you'll get somebody fired if they're doing some shiesty shit. You're the type of person who, if somebody's not fit to be a leader, or not doing what's right, or not doing what serves humanity or serves, like, you know, the collective of whatever that is, you know, whether it's, you know, religion or, like, you know, spirituality, because there are spirituals that be out here trying to, like, make things a certain way and stuff like that. Whoever's trying to control for their ego, because yes, people who are spiritual still do the same thing, you know, there's levels and everybody goes through their stuff, and it is what it is, you know. We've all have our ego, and our ego is something that tries to protect us, but also it's like sometimes you have to trust in the divine. Anyway, I do feel like, you know, you try not to judge people, but people feel like, you know, you could be very critical of them, and they could feel like you're judging them because you know, might give constructive criticism, and that intimidates people. Like, if you call something out, you'd be like, oh, like, you know, maybe you should try this or do that. You know, they feel like less than sometimes, and that intimidates them because you notice certain things, or you're very attentive or very observant. You also might have really good fashion or really good fashion sense, or dress really nice or really unique. You have a unique style. You might do unique hairstyles, or, you know, things that are not really like in style. Deemed in style, right? You don't follow the crowd, and that's what's intimidating, because you just do your own thing. You live your life how you want to live. And, you know, some of you guys could have anger issues as well, and that could be very intimidating to people. You could get very feisty and fiery, even though you're still very nice and kind. But I feel like, you know, you'll be quick to, like, flip the switch, you know, if, like, something, if push comes to shove, let's just say that. But again, you know, I feel like, you know, with you, it's like you force people to face their demons. And that's what's intimidating about you. You force people to see what they need to change. You force people, and it's not like in a hatred or judgment type of way that's like bad, but you help those who need help in regards to like becoming better or tapping into their inner self, or like, you know, getting them outside of this box, you know. If they feel trapped or stuck inside this box, you know, you help them to realize, like, no, you don't have to do this a certain way, or this isn't the only way that things are. Like, you can do your own thing. You can be different. You can be who you want to be and do what you want to do. Like, I don't know. You're against those who try to control or make people feel like it's you. If you're not doing it this way, then you're doing it wrong. You know, you have a very open mind, and yet, you know, you take no shit. Let's see what else is intimidating about you guys. Excuse me. Step up and lead. Yeah, you guys are leaders for sure. Okay. Some of you guys could be really into like meditation or spiritual practices as well. Could be into the occults, and that's very intimidating to people. We got Libra, Cancer, Capricorn, and Scorpio. Got the heart chakra and the sacral chakra. I'm pretty sure that's the sacral chakra. Okay, so one, you're a leader, okay? You don't let shit stop you. You'll bulldoze anything and everyone, including yourself. Yeah, I think you hold yourself accountable too, which is why you might be overly critical of people, and that's what's intimidating. Like, you'll own up to your shit. You when you're doing something wrong, or you feel like, you know, you fucked up, you'll apologize, you'll own up to it. You'll be like, yeah, I was being immature, or I was being, you know, I did this, I fucked up. And that's intimidating because not a lot of people hold themselves accountable. But I do feel like, you know, no matter what, like how hard of a climb of the mountain is, you will make it to the top. Even if it takes longer than others. Like, I feel like, you know, your successes have been delayed. You know, you're more of a longevity wise, especially with this Capricorn energy. Like, you'll put in the work, and it's more of like, you're not gonna rush forward. Like, you know, you're not in this to like, you want something stable, you want something secure, and you want something that's gonna last a long time, and that's in regards to everything in your life, okay? And you've built a lot of foundations, but you're also very free and free loving and fluid, and that's intimidating how you balance both situations, okay? We have Libra here, which is also fair and just. I feel like, you know, you're very fair, and you might be a justice bringer, karma bringer. You might also be very triggering to people, and you could be a catalyst for a lot of people's growth. But I feel like you're very open-hearted and you're very loving, and I feel like, you know, you don't really let fear control your life, and you allow others to you know, remove fear as well, or you inspire others to remove fear as well. And you're just an inspiration to a lot of people, and that's what's very intimidating. You know, you could also have a very nice home or very nice car, or again, like your clothes or something. There's something very like luxurious or nice about you. Okay, you could be very into nice things as well, especially with this Libra energy. Or you could also have a very loving and kind relationship, or you could be very close to, you know, certain friends or family. You could have a tight-knit collective that, you know, you're very exclusive, elusive, and that's intimidating because you really don't care. Like, call me stuck up, call me bitchy, I don't care, okay? You doing that is the exact reason why I don't want you in my energy. Like, what the hell are you doing? But let's get some more, shall we? And then we'll close you out. Ooh, we got the Wheel of Fortune. Could be very, very lucky. But I feel like, you know, there's a lot of things that you have this like kind of like shock factor. You shock people, again, because you're a rebel. You know, you say things that are out of pocket. You do things that like people are probably like, what the hell is this? This is very weird. And you don't really care. And that's why, you know, people are very intimidated, because a lot of people, you know, they get judged and stuff like that. It's like you get crucified constantly, and people just see you overcoming it, and it's like you're unfazed. You're unfazed by the drama, you're unfazed by the talk, the chit chat, the gossip. You don't really care about that stuff. Okay, we've got the Four of Pentacles in reverse. It's easy for you to let go and let God. We got the Nine of Cups. the Queen of Cups in reverse. We have the Three of Wands, Three of Swords. We have the Four of Cups, the Princess of Swords, which is the Page of Swords. We have the Justice. Yeah. We have the Knight of Swords. Yeah, the thing about you is, like, you're not gonna let anybody to stop you, okay? We have the Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles in reverse. You guys got a lot of cards. Jesus. Okay. It's easy for you to let go if something is making you feel, you know, bored, or like, you know, not providing entertainment, or causing chaos or drama in your life, or making you feel emotionally unstable, or hurting you in any way, shape, or form. You're quick to be like, nah, it's not worth it. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I can manifest better. I can do better. You know, I feel like if it's making you unhappy, you're not here for it. Okay? I feel like you're very much focused on, you know, what you want. You know, your wishes. You have big goals and dreams and aspirations, and you'll leave anybody who is not allowing you to go after it. You could be big on traveling, and it's like, again, you know, you don't need people to be with you to go traveling. It's like, you'll be like, hey, let's go on a trip, to everybody and stuff like that, and people will be like, oh, nah, I can't, and stuff like that, and then they'll think that you're not gonna go because they all said no, like, and then all of a sudden you're posting videos and pictures on this trip that they were supposed to go on, and they're like, what the hell? Like, this person, they got sputzva. They got moxie. Some of you guys might be really old school. You don't have to be older, but I do feel like you give off this, like, old soul kind of vibe. You might not be down with, like, you know, what is current, or what, like, people deem is, like, young and fresh and hip and whatever you call it. You know, you just don't care about that stuff, and that's very intimidating to people. I feel like if people try to emotionally manipulate you, you will be quick to cut that shit out, cut that sword, and cut them down. You know, I feel like you're not afraid to express your emotions, and it's not like you're gonna, like, the thing is, you speak the truth, and so, again, sometimes the truth hurts, but it's like, you're not afraid to defend yourself. You know, you allow karma to bring its, like, to do what it gotta do, but I feel like, you know, you'll still, if somebody is trying to hurt you or harm you or cause you heartbreak, I feel like you're not afraid to speak your truth and tell people, like, yo. Again, you're very decisive when it comes to speaking your truth, or speaking in regards to what you know, or speaking about injustices. Again, like, injustices not even just towards you, but just towards around people. You speak up for the little guy, and that's very, very intimidating. Again, some of you guys could be very, very affluent. Some of you guys could be mothers or fathers as well. You could be a very good parent, but also very protective, and just, like, really have your shit together, and that's very intimidating to people. And, you know, you're big on love. Even though you've been stabbed in the heart, you've been heartbroken, and you've been hurt so many times, you're still kind, loving, and caring. You know, you will still, you know, you use your discernment, don't get me wrong. You're not going to allow the same people who hurt you back in, but it's like you forgive. You forgive, but you never forget, and that's very intimidating, because it's like you're not going to hold a grudge, but also I'm not going to allow, just because I forgave you doesn't mean I'm going to let you come back in my life so you can do it all over again. Hell no. That's not what you're about. You're like, no, I'm going to let go. I'm going to rebalance myself. I'm going to go after my dreams and goals, because I know I have big ones. I'm going to travel, explore, continue to learn, and continue to better myself. And I'm not going to let people throw me off balance. You know, I feel like, you know, you've been surrounded by a lot of energies that throw their emotions, or, like, you know, again, like, say, like, somebody's upset and stuff like that. They expect you to be upset, and you're not going to be upset. Like, you're going to be like, yo, your feelings are valid, but also, like, I'm not going to get mad because you're mad. And that might intimidate people, because they're like, oh, how the hell are you so calm and cool and collected? You should be feeling the way I'm feeling. And they can't get you to feel the way that they feel, because that's just not your feelings right now. If you're happy, you're going to be happy. Even if people are miserable around you, you're still going to do what you got to do. You know, you're going to get it done. You're not going to let people project onto you. And that's what's intimidating. Yeah. Anything else? Yeah, some of you guys have really big eyes, or very, like, some of you guys have blue eyes, or very unique colors in your eyes. And that's very intimidating to people. You might have a unique color that, you know, just makes your eyes pop, and very, I don't know how to describe it, but, like, yeah, you can look into people's souls. But I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing day, night, or whatever. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.